Hello and welcome to the Domestic Workers Chronicles. My name is Lindiwe, the founder and managing director for Made For You. Those who know me call me Lindiwe Kalashnikova Mafavuka. I'm wearing a beautiful dress and I think I need to give big ups to this wonderful friend of mine. I'm wearing a beautiful dress from Plus Fab. This is a design by Omatema, who's an amazing friend of mine. And I think it's about time as SMMEs and entrepreneurs in South Africa that we give big ups to each other without really expecting a lot of payment. Of course, we want sponsors and we want people to support us so that we can survive and we can provide for our families. But I just wanted to say thank you to Umatema wa Plus Fab for this wonderful dress. I love you to hell and back. Welcome to the Domestic Workers Chronicles, where we talk everything domestic workers, where we talk everything abo auntie, we talk life and everything in between. Right? I got a lot of questions around the training that is available for domestic workers. So I thought maybe in this episode, let's just expatiate and talk more on those skills and those trainings that are available out there. Because I realized that most employers in South Africa, firstly, are not aware of these available training. And it's the same with compliance, HR and compliance. I've realized when I check my DMs, when I check my messages, when I check my emails, that employers are non-compliant, not because they want to be non-compliant, because they don't know what procedures and processes to follow to be compliant. But today, Shembo Mede, I'm focusing on training. So a little bit about my story again. Sure, I'm so self-centered. I like talking about myself. But anyway, let's just share. Let me tell you. So when I became a domestic worker, I was young. And I just assumed that I know how to clean. I know how to wash the laundry. I know how to wash the laundry hand wash. I have not been exposed to a laundry washer, the machine, the appliance, the electronic thing itself. And I'm so excited and I'm going in there. And this is my personal experience and I'll tell you why then it sort of, goes into the importance of training. So here's an 18-year-old, 19-year-old child who just finished her matric and she's in the market and she's looking for a job, and someone refers me to someone and someone says, yes, come work for me. Oh my God, anyone, as long as she's a woman and she's got boobs and she can cook and she can clean, right? And here I am thinking, no, I can do all those things. And I walk into this flat, actually this apartment in Sunnyside. I mean, at the time, Sunnyside, I'm sure according to the Tshwane municipality, at that time, Sunnyside was a suburb. I don't know what they call it now. It's quite different to the time when I was working there. But I can tell you, at the time, it was declared a suburb. I don't work at Tshwane, I don't know, but I'm supposing. So I walk into this apartment, and it's beautiful. First of all, this apartment has tiles. Guys, now I came from a poor background. I come from a house that was built by the white government at the time. So our houses were municipal houses, four-room. But basically they were 2-bedroom houses and all 14 of you had to squash in there. So I come from that environment in that household. And most of the time where I come from, there was no electricity, right? So there was no need for my mother to be buying things. Actually, she couldn't even afford them, let alone just buying them. And I walk into this apartment and this wonderful employer of mine had tiles. Our flooring was what? Our flooring was cement, nearly cement. Cobra. It's in Cobra Wamo, the river. But there was a brand called Cobra. I'm not sure if it still exists, but I'm sure it does. I saw it at some point. So there was a polish called Cobra. And then a Cobra, not a snake, also I need to clarify. So we were cleaning with that Cobra thing. And you must make sure that you just use the minima so that it can shine. And I walk into this employer's house. First of all, she's got tiles. What the hell? Number 2, she's got a microwave. I am saying to you, at the time, I was not exposed to a microwave, let alone a laundry washer, dishwasher, vacuum. There was those vacuums that looked like they had a balloon nyana in the middle, and they looked like this nyana. And she's so confidently saying, okay, you're going to clean the floors with this and the upholstery. Yo. I don't even know what the hell is upholstery. You're going to clean the upholstery with this and what. Ghana, I was referred by my aunt, Wako Mamilodi, Maniaka, and she said, oh, she's so disciplined. She's a disciplined young lady. She can do this. She can take care of the children and whatnot. And I'm looking at this. She's got a towel. She's got microwaves. She's got these appliances that I've not been exposed to. Only the aine. Hey guys, now we didn't even have electricity. I mean, the municipality will switch off the electricity. So now, you know, we were one of those that, you know, 99.9% of the time, so obviously we use that iron that you put on that mo pramastofong or mo, and then you iron with it. Now I'm walking into this house and I'm like, what the hell is happening? The microwave for me looks like some kind of TV. And this woman wants me to clean this thing. Right? The assumption, and what I'm trying to get you to understand, is the assumption is when you get that domestic worker into your house and you are staying in some nice suburb, even if you're staying in the township, and we've got amazing developed townships. We've got amazing houses there. You've got Boso Shanguve block XX, what. People are staying in double-story houses, beautiful houses in the township. So I'm just saying, now this domestic worker comes from whatever background, maybe perhaps like my background, and they walk in there and they look at the microwave, they have no idea what the hell that is, and your assumption as an employer is that they know what to do. Now, my personal story, I walk in there, I have no idea what she's talking about and the names that she's saying and whatnot. All I'm looking at is this amazing bouquet of fruits. I mean, she had fruits in the kitchen. I mean, I close my eyes now, I can see that basket. It had bananas, it had grapes, it has apples. And I'm like, my God, when am I taking that thing? Because generally, I was not exposed to that kind of abundance in terms of food, right? So what I'm getting at is the importance of training. So don't assume that because someone is a woman or is a man, is a backline, whatever, they are exposed to what your house entails. Become sensitive towards induction and orientation. We spoke about this in the previous episode, but also become very sensitive towards making sure that you train them and you upskill them. Because if you don't upskill them to make sure that they can provide the service you require in your own private household, they're going to mess up everything. I think when I left there, the microwave was not working anymore, because generally when I cleaned it, I just pour water there with the jar and just put water, the iron. I just got so confused. I never touched that vacuum cleaner, but it was so scary because it was making a lot of noise. So I didn't know how it worked, and she didn't feel the need to train me or make me understand. So in 2024, we understand that you don't have time to be sitting and training someone on a vacuum cleaner and how to maintain your appliance and use the SMEG. And I'm sorry to use the brand, but I'm just going, you know, I'm just being, yeah, but like they don't know how to clean that SMEG microwave or your kettle and your dishwasher and all these amazing appliances that we have. They don't know how to use that. So it becomes important that you invest in your own worker. You invest in your own domestic worker. Enroll them for training, even if it's an on-site training. So an on-site training is basically calling Made for You or anyone who provides this kind of service to say, please, I'm booking a facilitator to be sitting with my domestic worker in-house for 5 days to be training them on how to maintain and use my appliances. Now, if obviously we'll ask you what kind of appliance do you have, and if it's SMEC or DeFi or LG or Samsung, whatever brand, we are able to then to bring someone who specializes in those kind of appliances, and therefore they can train them how to use them, how to maintain them, meaning how to keep them clean and all that. I mean, we've seen the laundry machine, it tla be na le sepa se le grime ya sepa mole le this nice stoves that you have. And in this day and age, we also have what you call the bargain stove when load shedding happens. It's a gas. So you have these gas stoves that sometimes the domestic worker find them intimidating, because you need to remove that and clean that. But if they have a facilitator on site in your own house who's going to train them on the house itself, to say they are using a gas stove or the Snack or Samsung, whatever nice brand, and this is how you get to clean it, and this is how you get to maintain it, and going to all the rooms. So as an employer, you must identify that weakness, because you might have employed auntie and you love her personality, you love her aura, you love her energy, but you can see her, in the process of me loving auntie, everything gets damaged. The TVs, the plasma TVs, guys, how many plasma TVs got damaged? So you want someone to be coming on site as a facilitator to come to your house and do the training on the aspect that matter to you, right? Invest in someone who works in your household. Don't just focus on the fact that, oh, the kids are safe, the kids are alive, but you are spending money whilst things are being damaged. So in the previous episode, I spoke a lot about the NQF level 1, 2, and 3s in terms of domestic service as a qualification, housekeeping, hygiene and cleaning. I think SAQA is now introducing the commercial cleaner. If they have not finalized that process, they're also introducing the healthcare cleaner. This is someone who will be working in hospitals and clinics and ICUs and these sensitive spaces, health-wise. So there are these qualifications that are being developed, but there are those that are already in existence, and I think we need to take advantage of that kind of training. Of course, there are group trainings that I spoke about in previous years. So my personal experience, guys, it was horrific because I did not watch the microwave properly. I ended up, just it becomes this animosity and things, because my employer is sitting there with her friends in their beautiful corporate suits, and she's like, oh, I love this little girl so much. The kids love her, but let me tell you, the microwave is damaged, the fridge is damaged, this is damaged, the mirror got broken. You don't want that. So you want to invest in your current domestic worker, if you already employed a domestic worker, to sort of attain these kind of skills. And after they do the training, rest assured, they are certified. So they will get a proper accredited certificate to say they have done on-the-job, on-site training, and the aspect that they've been trained on will be outlined in that particular certificate. So not only are you investing in her current situation and the fact that she's in your household, you're also investing in her future, to make sure that should anything happen and you have to let go of her, she at least walks away with something. Because in this sector, we are always fighting and say people work for 20 years and they leave home with black plastics and old clothes and old curtains. And we say, oh, she's my domestic worker, she worked for me for 10 years, so I'm going to give her old clothes and old curtains. And they don't have pension fund, they don't have this, they don't have that. But I think, if all else fail, make sure that you invest in her and make sure that she gets these simple skills on site for your household, customized for your household, designed for your household, so she can manage and be confident in what she's doing within your household. There are additional trainings. There is swimming lessons that we do, depending on the location. We are praying and hoping that we get a proper investor and funder who's going to help us just to make sure that we roll out these kind of trainings the whole of South Africa. So if you're out there, please reach out there. We need you. So we need to make sure that we roll this out nationally in South Africa. And of course, we'll expand to SADC, countries where we can assist our fellow brothers and sisters to attain this kind of qualification. So swimming becomes important if you've got a swimming pool. Most of you would know that the COIDA was endorsed by government simply because a maid died in a pool. Umam Mahlangu died in a swimming pool. Because she couldn't swim and she just somehow slipped in there and fell, and then she was bruised and she was found after I don't know how many days because she could not swim. A simple skill that you can enroll your domestic worker to do through Made for You, through other institutions near you, so that she knows how to swim. If you've got children, it becomes worse. It becomes more important that they know how to swim. Simple skills like first aid and CPR. Guys, if you have children. Now I say I'm sensitive. I'm very sensitive towards household and their domestic workers. That who you bring into your house, who are they? What skills do they have? What skill set do we need to improve? What can we invest in so that we invest in ourselves? If auntie can swim and can perform CPR and first aid, can drive, and I can do that for her, let me invest in her. It makes it easier for me. And also, I don't have to feel guilty when they have to leave after 20 years. And I realized, oh my God, I didn't register her for UIF. Oh my God, COVID is happening. Now I let go of her. And now I feel guilty because there's nothing that she can just, hold on to. But I know that if I have booked an on-site training, she's got an accredited certificate. So she can still fight her way through this world. If I have done swimming for her, she can still fight her way through this world. If she's got a certificate in first aid and CPR, she can fight her way through the world. And I know the common training that we do is cooking and baking, and I applaud that and I encourage that. But I'm saying there are other trainings that are available. You do not want your domestic worker to be like me, who got very stranded and under-delivered. As excited and appreciative as I was of that opportunity, I really messed up because I couldn't do certain things. And yet I did not have the confidence to say to my madam, guys, I don't know what is a microwave. I don't know what is a laundry machine. I don't know how to operate this. I don't know how to iron. I don't know how to read labels on clothes. I don't know how to cook, right? So we need to understand, as I said in the previous episode, the history of this environment and be sensitive towards that. But yet, let us put our best foot forward and see what is the little things that we can do for our domestic workers so that the environment becomes conducive for both us as employers and the domestic workers themselves. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like my channel, subscribe, send your questions, send your comments, positive or negative. We big girls, we can handle it. If you want us to have a discussion with you to talk about any challenges that you've had in this sector, please invite us. We would truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.